Okay, welcome to Fit After 40 Velo. Here we are on Zwift again. We're doing stage 5 of the Zwift games. What is it? 3 Stepsisters. It's a toughie. I've watched a couple videos already, and I know that the first climb is not too bad to get through. I know you got to burn all your feathers, like burn it on the first climb because you'll get another one after that one. Burn it on the second one. And then burn them all the way up the final climb there, because you just keep getting feathers all the way. So if you haven't done the race yet, there's a little tip for you. If you hadn't seen, there's a video that I'll be putting on YouTube where I screwed up. I started the race on my KDEX triathlon bike, which doesn't let you do that, of course. You gotta go it gives you the steel Zwift bike. I realized it 5 seconds into the race, hem-hawed around what to do. This was 1 hour ago from right now. Ultimately, I tried to change bikes, couldn't figure out, you gotta hit escape to bring the menu up, and all that. So I just backed out. Lesson learned. We're doing the 7 p.m. race, or 7:10 p.m. race here in Colorado. So late race for me, but let's see how we can do. Let's get it. It's actually the tougher B ride. It's the 570, I think, score. So could be even faster than that one. I did burn a match up the first hill. I burned a match thinking I was going to try to change bikes. So legs already feel goofy from stopping and hanging out for a half hour, but whatever. No excuses. I screwed up and we're just going to do the best we can do and see how we can go in the GC if we can move up a little bit. It already feels faster. Yeah. Name of the game today, I guess. Just hang on to that front group as long as I can. Not sure. That going real hard for 15 minutes or whatever it was, 10 minutes, him hauling around, spinning, thinking maybe I'd catch up. My legs feel tight and weird, so we'll get through it. I'm leaving tomorrow, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'm leaving Thursday to go get the camper, we leave our camper out west, so pick it up on the way out west, and then we're gonna go to Fruta, the family, just camping, get the camper opened up for the season. It's still snowy outside here, but out west, in Fruta, it's supposed to be 80, 85, and lows 50 overnight. Like, that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna do some mountain biking on 18 road, and then maybe off of the Mac exit is I'm drawing a blank because I'm riding. What's the name of that area off of Mac? Port Steep Bench or Port Steep area. So try to get some mountain biking in. Try to get some road riding in as well if I can. But I got work to do on the camper. Holy smokes, I'm losing it. That stinks. Alright. Well, I need to concentrate and I'm screwing everything up tonight. So we'll chat with you later.
All right, well, here we are 3.5 kilometers into the ride, and trying to just get settled in here. Of course, I was talking to you guys, kind of wasn't paying attention, had to catch back on. I didn't even see it for a little while, but there's a solo breakaway going right now. We'll have to watch and see how it plays out, and it'll be something to definitely keep an eye on throughout the beginning of the race here. See if we can reel them back. So stick around.
Like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. When my body only moves for the beat, you've been waiting for me. When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. When my body only moves for the beat, you've been waiting for me. Things are gonna end bad. When my body only moves for the beat, you've been waiting for me. When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. When my body only moves for the beat, you've been waiting for me.
back, back. Keep bringing it back, back, back. So I'm bringing it back, keep bringing it back. But you can fall like swinging the back, back, keep bringing it back. Like swinging the back, then I'm bringing it. That's crazy. Why won't you just admit? Damn, 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 that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Why won't you just admit?
dig me out with silver spoons. No, I didn't see it coming. Oh, gold walls that I'm stuck inside. I guess beauty sees what I can't find. I didn't, no, I didn't see it coming. Well, I got your code and got your message. I want you to know that you are the love of my life. The love of my life.
All right, well, here we are about to hit the second climb here. We got a breakaway up there going on with looks like a solo rider and another solo who just either quite can't catch up or hang on. Something that we're still trying to manage it. We're not getting a whole lot of cohesive work out of this group. We just seem to be letting those two get a nice little gap on us. I wasn't doing too terribly much work through this, so I'm not pointing any fingers on the work side of it. We're all a bit guilty for letting it go, assuming that it wasn't gonna stick. But yeah, as I said, use your feathers in this race. We're coming to the end of the week here, but if you don't know, you get, unlike all the rest of the races, you get feathers all along the way. So use a feather on the first climb, use a feather on the second climb. I burnt mine on this first part of the climb. I think looking back, I would have waited until after this little shelf coming up here, that little section of yellow. I might have used it right after that instead, but I used it early. I got a little gap on my guy, or on the people right there with me, but you can see this Mandragon has a minute on the group right now, and then E Mega also has a nice little gap on us, and as well as Gronden. They've all got a gap, and they are looking like at this point I was like, oh no, they all might group up and have a pretty solid group of 4, and I was pretty worried about it. So I knew it was time to put up the power, because once you crest the steep part of this climb, it's this 1 to 3% kind of rolly up and down after you get over the this longer yellow section. You can make up time there. You just got to push. You got to push over the hills. You got to push through the flat a little bit, and you got to get a group that wants to work together. So yeah, we'll kind of let this go and play out, get up over the top of this hill, and see what kind of groups end up and form out of the whole race being strung out up the second climb here.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day. I'm on my way, on my way. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond afterglow. I know you wanna take me home. I'm on my way, on my way. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
I guess while we wait here, it's as good a time as any. I need to apologize for the sound quality during the race. I have I have a decent little microphone that I use to try to get better voice capture while I'm riding, as well as here during the post ride in editing process. But I also got a new webcam. It's nothing fancy, but I plugged it in today for the first time. I just got the thing, plugged it in, and was using my microphone to unmute like I always do. And the webcam was recording all the sounds. So in the future, that's fixed. I've already figured out how to fix it, obviously, so we'll kind of let it go. But yeah, as I was saying, like right over the top, once you crest that, it becomes rolly, and if you can put a group together and work, you can catch some people ahead. And here we go, I'm in 7th, and we definitely have some work to do to catch on with the rest of these guys ahead of us. That Mandragon is again just up there hammering. And then yeah, looks like we're gonna get a little work out of these guys that are right here with me. I believe Corollis and Demo, whatever that is. That we're pulling. I'm trying to rest. I pushed hard right over the top while I was explaining about the mic here. I'm trying to recoup and get ready for my next pull. I don't think there's anything to jump up and down about too much. I mean, we definitely had to get going to catch everybody. But with there plenty of time, right? Like we've got this rolly section on the plateau, and then we have the downhill that a bigger group should definitely be able to work and go faster than a solo rider. And yeah, there I am doing 4.5 watts, catching this daily ahead of us in Swain. So yeah, I'm assuming they were gonna hang on to us, and they do. And now we're cooking with grease here. We got quite a few people. We should be able to really rotate and make up ground. I was pretty happy with the makeup of the group at this point, and really thinking that we're gonna make it, that we're really gonna make up some ground on the rest of these people ahead of us, and if not, catch that solo breakaway all the way at the front there. So we'll keep watching. We'll see how the rest of the plateau goes in the downhill, and yeah, we'll check in and kind of talk through the race as it progresses. Yeah, and you can see we got that Grondin and Ericsson, I'm sorry, out there 17-18 seconds on us right now. Mega's out there at 22 seconds, and Mandragon just motoring at 3.7 watts per kg, 4 watts per kg at a minute 22 ahead of the group, or the peloton, we'll say. And I'm not doing any impressive numbers on the front. Just at this point, I'm thinking, if the guy out front can hold 3.3 to 4 watts, maybe 4.2 watts, and drag the group a little bit, and then we all take turns pulling in that area, I thought it was pretty likely we'd catch everybody. There wasn't any way. I was like, nah, that Mandragon's never going to continue to hold 3.5 to 4.4. Yeah, we'll keep going here, and we are pushed hard over that hill. Got into a little super tuck there, hoping that some people are gonna catch up, come by, and just continue this downhill momentum that you can really get with a big group. And you can kind of see as soon as people are hitting the front, they're dropping down to 2 watts or less, or maybe 2.5 watts. Nobody wants to really get out in front and start, and pull 3.5, 4.5 watts to, get out, keep increasing the speed by using each other's draft. We're just not getting a whole lot of cohesion here. But you can see that little bit of work that we have been getting out of some other folks and whatnot, that we are making up ground on the guys ahead of us. We got that cut down to, it looks like, sorry, it's really small. It looks like about 8 seconds or something like that. So yeah, 4 seconds on the one. So we're making good ground on the two people right ahead of us. But we definitely still have Mandragon out there, just putting it down. Yeah, and I send out a message there, trying to encourage some help to continue pushing and working. And there you go, the catch is made on third place there, Eric's. So we're a nice sized group. We've got this long stretch of flat to go. It's not flat, it's kind of rolly, but yeah, like looking pretty good. Thinking that we're definitely going to make the catch on Mega. Even at this point, I was looking at Mandragon's watts, thinking, 3.5, we can manage that. Then you watch, then he pumps it up to 4 watts and sustains that over 4.2 watts or so for a few seconds. So he's definitely a strong rider, and I think that there's still a lot of hope. We're a group. We're a group of, I think it's 9 or 10. We should be able to make up some ground over the course of 10, 11, 12 kilometers before we hit the base of the climb. And ideally, catch him right at the base of the climb. He'd be worn out, and we're all fresh because we're sharing poles, and have a good chance at beating him up the hill. If he's worn himself out, and he's obviously a darn strong rider. So here we go. I jump on the front pole for just a few seconds at 4.7, and then I back off. I came by with speed, And I know that's, I should probably pull a little longer. I definitely should have held, 4.2 to 4.4 watts for 30 seconds instead of getting out front and only taking 10 seconds hard. So yeah, definitely I wasn't probably working as hard as I should have either. Yeah, you can see, out in front of our group, we're only getting 2.7 watts, which, allows me to just walk right back to the front of the group here, which I don't want to. I want everybody that's in the group to be working hard, and you can tell we're bunching up, which means we're slowing down. When you're trying to catch, you want 2 wide at the most, really single file, and then the person in the front just kind of pulls off and goes to the back of the line. And here we go, getting strung out a little bit, which is great. Like let's pull, let's work, let's go. It seems like that person, Eric's, either was trying to break away because he was frustrated with the lack of work, or he was trying to pull and he just pulled a little too hard and pulled away from us. And that's the nature of it. This is Cat B. This isn't real organized cat, Cat A or anything like that. So you never know what kind of hodgepodge mix of people and what their goal is. Some people are just trying to hang on for dear life, right? Fitness is what it is, and if this is everything you can do and you're red line just to hang on in the flats, well, good on you, and hang on for the ride. We'll see if we can pull you, because the assumption, I've said it before, that my assumption is I'll be a Cat A rider before too long. I was borderline being above into that Cat A that was at 111 and up, but this race is actually up to 570. Did I say 111? I meant 511. But I think this race is up to a ZRS of 570. So they do have a couple different levels during the event here. So yeah, I've found that the 570 races are a little faster, a little harder, of course. You got a little higher scored folks riding here. So, but yeah, here we go. We're coming over the top of a hill, and I was thinking, the whole time I'm like, we just push over the top of these hills and get our speed up quicker than what a solo is doing, we'd be in good shape. So I'm gonna cut out here. I have some in-game commentary coming up, so I'll cut out for a minute. We'll listen to that, and I'll be back to chat a little more.
Seems like we can't get organized with this group here. Nobody really wants to work. Swain, I guess, he's crying. 3.6 up a hill, but we gotta go over the top of the hills with power and speed, hoping that the guys ahead lay off right over the top. Like this, gosh, I've done it on a bunch of hills. I come over the top, keep hammering, and then a few people want to pull. That's about it. Come over the top, hammer, get your speed up, quick. I need to lay off a little bit, but nobody wants to come on the top and pull. They just, zero. Everybody's content for third, I guess. Like first is out of the question, maybe. Minute and a half. Yeah, Swain, the guy wants to do some work. Uh-oh. I just lost everything. What happened? Huh? What happened? Oh my gosh. Oh, my power source. Oh, for frick's sakes. Boy, tonight's not the night, guys. Oh, I just lost everything. What the hell? Well, tonight's not the night for me, I guess. I just disconnected everything, lost all power. We were working and making up some ground there. Christ almighty. So I gotta share this video, a failure again? That's 2 failed videos tonight, guys. My goodness. Ay. Well, I guess there's a first for everything. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. I've heard of it happening to people. I guess. Well, let's just finish the damn race. Yeah, I guess I gotta sit up and wait for this guy behind me. 2 guys behind me. Yeah, I guess just do whatever we can do all the way there. Yeah. Well, everybody in the race, go to my YouTube channel. It's in my name, Fit After 40 Velo. Yeah. You can watch 2 failed races. The first one, an hour before the start of this one, I was on my KDEX triathlon bike. Of course, it puts you on the steel Zwift bike. Now this one, I lose connection to all my devices, and it takes away all my power.
All right, well, there you go. There's the drama for race number 2. As you heard me complain and crying to myself there, I started a race an hour before this one. Didn't realize that I was starting it on my triathlon bike, partially because I was in a rush to get going and get into it. But I started on the tri bike. It, of course, doesn't let you use it. You get put on the Zwift steel bike. So I kind of just backed out of that ride because I couldn't get my bike changed over quick enough. So I backed out of that ride, hung out for 30 minutes, tried to warm up for 10 or 15 minutes leading into this race, and race was going pretty well. Of course, we've been talking about it. The solo breakaway, it was way out there, and we weren't making up a whole lot of ground on the solo breakaway, but we were definitely making up ground on Mega. So we had a good thing going there. I thought we were going to come into the base of that climb sitting in pretty good position, all caught up, and lo and behold, I dropped connection to my smart trainer, my handlebars, my heart rate monitor, everything dropped out. So I'm just, I never had that happen before. Wasn't quite sure how to fix it quickly. Kind of got it figured out how to get it fixed, but you can see it's way too late now. of course I'm just noodling, doing whatever, 170 watts, and letting this next group catch me. And here they go. They've caught me now. And the idea here is just kind of hang on. Once I quit feeling sorry for myself, realized, that this isn't, it's a Zwift race. It's fun. It's important to me. It's important to a lot of people. But that's not my goal. My primary goal. My primary goal is to simply get stronger, work on zone 2 base miles, as much as I can, come to these Zwift races, use it as a zone 3, zone 4, or, slash high intensity. It's not real structured, so it's not a real structured, hit workout or anything like that, but it does, kind of meet that middle of the road type of workout, that, yeah, you don't want to do them every single day, but it's good, right? You want to hit all the different training zones throughout your training. And yeah, so once I kind of dug myself out of the feeling sorry for myself mode, realized just jump in with these guys here, pull to the base of the climb, and then hit that at a zone 3, zone 4 effort all the way up, and let's get something out of this ride. So I'm glad I stuck with it. I'm glad I didn't just quit and say, I'll do it on Sunday when we get back from camping, because who knows what kind of shape I'll be in after mountain biking and road riding out in the desert all week or all weekend, and come back on Sunday after packing up the camp and have to do an evening ride. So I'm glad I finished it. I'm going to complete stage 5 here. Of course, it's I'm a minute and a half or whatever behind where I should be, kind of due to the noodling and the like I said, due to the noodling and the issue I had with all my gadgets here. So yeah, no, we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, we'll catch you as we hit the base of the climb there and chat a little bit on the way up.
Vai para o ladinho, toma, vai safada. O bagulho é doido, só sequência de rajada. Então, bota de ladinho, toma, só safada. Ficou viciada, aqui é só pentada. Vai para o ladinho, toma, vai safada. O bagulho é doido, só sequência de rajada. Então, bota de ladinho, toma, só safada. Ficou viciada, aqui é só pintada. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. 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 Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'll wait till the dawn. I'll wait till the dawn. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'll wait till the dawn. I'm searching the world. Won't stop looking, won't stop searching, won't stop, won't stop. Won't stop looking, won't stop searching, won't stop, won't stop. Won't stop, won't stop. I won't stop, won't stop. I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. When I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'll wait till the dawn. I'll wait till I'm gone. I'm flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. I'm searching the world. I'll wait till the dawn. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one. Flying above the sun, flying above the sun. Can't see myself, can't see no one.
What's that thing called when you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here, right now.
Can't stop.
Finish up with a trident. Criminals move in silence. Ambient thing for the migrants. Make it fly like pilots. One more limit, one more. Yo, we walk for your son, and we walk with a fire, we ain't taken. Yo, we fight for the flame. Yo, finish up with a trident. Criminals move in silence. Ambient thing for the migrants. Make it fly like pilot. Yo, pilot.
Can't stop.
Pilots. Yo,
Can't stop.
What's that thing called when you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here, right now.
Can't stop.
yo. Finish up with a trident. Criminals move in silence. Ambient thing for the migrants. Make it fly like pilots. One more limit, one more. Yo, we walk for your son, and we walk with a fire, we ain't taken. Yo, we fight for the flame. Yo, finish up with a trident. Criminals move in silence. Ambient thing for the migrants. Make it fly like pilot. Yo, pilot.
Can't stop.
Pilots.
Can't stop.
What's that thing called when you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here, right now.
All right, well, here we are charging up the hill pretty good here. Holding good power, you know, that 250 watts or so, in that 3.5 watt per kg to a little over 4 watts per kg, which is a pretty sustainable effort for me to hold for, you know, quite a while. I'm not going to hold, you know, it's right around my FTP is, I think, 270 or something. So to do that at the end of a, you know, an hour-long ride, you know, it's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, we're even catching some of the people that were in that group ahead of or that when I had my power issue, just caught one there. So yeah, we're doing pretty good up here. Looking at it, you know, I'm definitely in a positive mindset. Just hammer up this hill, put out some good power, get a good workout coming up. The person right ahead of me, from Japan, I'm sorry, I am terrible with names, but Pterodon, or I'm not sure. I'm really sorry for butchering people's names, but yeah, they, you know, he is just motoring. We started this climb together, and he is really motoring. You know, he had put in 20 plus seconds into me. I've caught a little bit back, but yeah, I keep looking at the people ahead, and there's that Eric's who was in that group up there at a minute 44. And Dame, who is, and I'm looking at that one thinking, I think we might be able to catch Dame there. We only have a, you know, 1.3K to go, but 1.3K at 9 or 10% is still quite a ways. So I'm watching that thinking maybe we can catch them, and yeah, we'll kind of keep going, see how it plays out. And just a reminder, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Again, I say it all the time here recently that, you know, I'm a small channel. All the support I can get is great. You know, like and comment, subscribe for sure. You know, turn the videos on, watch them, let them play in the background. You know, watch time is huge for me. So, you know, if you're enjoying this, I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the editing. Of course, this one isn't my best quality work, considering the new camera and the microphone, or, you know, the sound that I was getting during the ride. I had to mute the actual sound during the ride for a big portion of it, where I turned music up, because I don't have the license to play that music. So the music I do play, I pay for a service to use this music. So I had to, this isn't my the highest quality of editing and recording that I've done yet, but again, I really appreciate it. Just trying to have some fun here. If you get an opportunity and you're here because of the Zwift race, go check out some of my Zone 2 talks. We talk about different topics where, either, fitness or training or, losing weight, or other things, right? Talk about how alcohol, affects you and things along that line. So, it's not a Zwift race. I just jump on and get into a Zone 2 ride, and then I, have some notes that I've made to kind of spur and continue a conversation. So if you get an opportunity, go check those out too. It's kind of a passion of mine, is just talking to people and learning what I can learn and sharing, what I've learned or what I do, and sharing experiences with people is kind of the name of the game, or the idea behind the channel here. I'm always going to share Zwift races. That's a big part of who I am, is being competitive. So yeah, of course I'm going to race, and I'm going to share that on here too. As well as, if you made it here, if you hadn't heard, I've got different rides planned throughout the summer coming up. Moab, Utah has a Fondo event. I'm going to ride that event in the beginning of May. And then come July, I'll be riding the Leadville 50 mountain bike race, and hopefully getting into the Leadville 100 through that. Maybe another avenue is out there that I can get in, that I'm exploring. So we'll see if I can get into the 100, and I'm gonna try to share as much as I can in those rides. Of course, the Moab Fondo I should be a little easier. It's not a race; it's just a ride. There is a couple time sections where I'm gonna hammer, and I'll see what I can do to share that kind of stuff with you as we go here. But yeah, moving right along. I've cut back some of that time into the person from Japan. Dame's hanging on to that 40-second lead now. I think we were catching up, and he saw it, and he probably started putting a little extra power in. So yeah, we're coming down to the nitty gritty here. Am I gonna make the catch for 11th, or am I gonna be stuck at 12 here? We'll kind of watch and see how we finish up here in the last half a K or 0.4K to go. Use your feathers. I'll say it again, man. Use your feathers. You just keep getting refreshed all the way up the hill here. So find the spot where you want to use it, and use it, and don't pedal through any of those gates with a feather in hand, because that's a waste. Yep, there we are. We're cutting into Dame there. He's down to 26 seconds or so. So we're pushing hard to make the catch. Not too far to go though, 200 meters. Okay, well, I got some in-race comments coming up here pretty quick. So this is where it's gonna end. Gonna finish 12th. Not bad. Really, really good workout. Happy I stuck with it. 3.13 watts average after noodling and all those things. So not bad at all. I'm pretty stoked with this. So again, give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and stick around.
Holy cow. Well, there you go, buddy. Well, pretty good power up the hill after I essentially gave up. Yeah, I know my average is pretty low. That's because I knew I'm waiting on a group behind. And, not bad. Not bad. Like I said, it's all about getting stronger for the summer. And that's the primary focus. Love Zwift, love the racing, love the competitive side. Just had a equipment issue. Kind of threw a wrench in it and pulled myself out of that little hole I was in for a second and get my head out of my rear end and get to work. So it's the name of the game. Made it this far. Well, first, like that guy in first place wins by 3 minutes. Wow. Average is 3.7 watts. I'm assuming that's the guy that took off from the gun. As I edit the video and post it, I'll be sure to mention that before he takes off and try to spot the guy and see what in the world he's doing on his power. I'll probably track him down on Strava or something like that and just kind of see. That's super powerful. I'm sure he's about ready to get moved up to the A's. As we all kind of, well, I don't know, explorers, I didn't look any of that stuff up. But I mean, I was 5:01 at the start of the race. We'll see maybe where I ended up here. Yeah, let's just look at the finish before we got it up. Yeah. Well, that guy got caught. Swain, there's a guy that was pulling with us before my equipment failed on me. I'm pretty sure this guy was there. Grondin and Swain, man, they caught Mega. Yeah, that's great. He was, I don't know, I'm not sure where they caught him, if they caught him before the climb or not. But good on them. They looks like they were probably together at the base of the climb or pretty close, or caught him on the climb somewhere. So, hey, great for those guys. All these guys, were real strong there in that group, and some of them were kind of just hanging on to the group, which is fine. That's racing. So yeah, like I said, that Mandragon, 3.7 watts average. Pretty much, I don't know where we were at when he took off. Maybe just after that first little bump there. But good. Holy smokes. So, anyways, let's go take a look and see where I ended up. Finish stage 5. Finish stage 5 here. Oh heck, let's see if my RPMs will cooperate. Nope, 120, 119. So I gotta get that figured out with this thing. All I have to get is with a call and a message and see what's going on, like what I can do to fix it. I've done some research online, there after I stop for enough time, but sometimes you want to go into your super truck like right away. So we'll see, does it show any? No, it doesn't show. So I'm gonna take my 3 kilometers here for just a second, and then we'll stop, and I'll jump in and look, see where I ended up there. Yeah, man, I know a lot of people don't like that race. I do. I think it's a great time. Yeah, the climbing's the last climb. I can't remember the name of it. I'm not a Zwift aficionado like some of these guys. But yeah, great race. Let's go ahead and pull over and end this and kind of see where we ended up there. I don't know what to do with them. Like some of these guys, had a good time with them, so good on them all. What else we got here? Let's see. I've seen a couple of folks here. Friends. There we go. Alright. Oh man, I lost points. I lost 3 points on that one. Holy smokes. Well, I am solidly a B rider, so there you go, folks. Hopefully by fall, by summer, by fall, I'm competing in the A's, maybe mid-pack would be nice. But I got some work to do. So anyways, thanks for sticking around. You made it this far. Really appreciate it. Hit after 40 bellow. Stick around.